order, Virgos. Thanks for joining me. And anyone who's joining me, you don't have to be a Virgo, of course. But this reading is for Virgo. I don't know what, I just shuffled the cards. So I was thinking about Virgos. And so we've got 4 cards here. We do go through and clarify on this channel with a few other decks. And remember, these are very general readings. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, as always. And the collective reading is out there as well. The theme seems to be, it has been a common, similar theme over the last few months. But things are quickening, are shifting, are changing quite rapidly. It's sort of like an acceleration. It feels like at this time, we're speaking in abstract sense, I guess, in terms of the general climate out there. So, Virgo, we come out with the lovely Prince of Swords. Prince of Swords came out a lot in the New Moon and Aquarius readings that were just a week or two ago. Look, we're sort of moving in many directions. There's a level of being quite unfocused in this card. But we, at the same time, have rains here. We've got rains around our little fairies, which they are described as fairies in the Thoth deck. Sometimes there's a purpose to this scattered feeling, or being sort of taken in a few different directions. We're surveying the savannah here. We can cut those rains at any time. These are thought forms which we create. They are as real as anything can be. We put energy into them. Sometimes we need to let something go. Sometimes these ways of thinking don't benefit us anymore because people are ever changing, you know. I say that because the next card we have is the beautiful universe. We're moving into a new zone. We seem to possibly have completed some things, some Saturnian tasks, and we're ready to move into a beautiful new portal. And maybe this is your time. I would say it is, that you are moving into that. Things are changing for you, Virgos. We then have this gift of creativity, of spark. Now, this is a wonderful thing. Fresh and new. Fresh and new. The vital force that keeps us all alive, this Ace of Wands. We take hold of it. We don't know how long we are on this earth for. You know what I mean? You know, individually, whatever. And so we've got to grasp that wand and really, charge our batteries with it and keep going, and it's stamina and perseverance and all of that, but it's also a gift. So it's a gift that you give form to that. You may well be changing what you're giving form to, because there's a heavy emphasis here on thought forms. Virgo is an earth sign, but you are ruled by Mercury. Thought forms. Then we have the Tower, which, don't be alarmed, it's an amazing card. It gives us insight. We're breaking things down in order to rebuild. We're looking at foundations here. The foundations are changing for you, Virgo. So let's clarify. Let us clarify. It's very hot here. We're having a heat wave where I am in the south, in Otatahi and further south. We'll just focus on that Prince of Swords. it's interesting. You know, sometimes it's hard to let things go, isn't it? Or to shift, you know. I mean, new beginnings, everything's about endings and new beginnings and completions and beginnings and all of that sort of stuff. You know, this is interesting because there might be for some Virgos out there might be not a revivifying of a relationship, but you're actually moving into a new phase with a significant other person, and it seems a kind of easy transition, if that makes sense. Anyway, we're looking at the Prince of Swords. We get the Three of Swords. We know that it's about heart pain. I mean, it's about sorrow. Whether this is a memory, whatever it is for you, we all have that. Whether it's currently playing itself out. I don't see that in here, Virgo. I don't see that in here. We look at our history. We understand this as it has occurred in our life. What possibly you know what's sort of moving around your head or your heart at the moment is that you also understand this 10 of Cups. It's the height of emotional fulfillment. You understand the fleeting nature of it. And that's what I say, grasping that Ace of Wands. It could be any ace, you know, but grasp it, because these moments can be fleeting. I do see that you are in a wonderful, a satisfied position, Virgo. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. We look at the world. You're in a satisfying emotional situation. We're looking at the world. We're moving through that. And I do see, I don't always, but I do see Virgos moving through it with some significant other person. We're clarifying the world here with the Knight of Wands. Very fast, furious, not in a mad way. I mean fast and furious, full of fire, very direct, like very immediate, very fast. It's a speed thing. There's a shape-shifting element to it too. You might feel like, is this actually happening? Ace of Wands, please, Virgo. I do see this, like, strength. We know strength. We're taming our, this beast or this lion or whatever. It's a very Leo card. We understand the machinations of our own mind. Difference between ego, difference between psyche. I see this sort of as it's sort of like a process that the Virgos, I do see you moving through it with someone, with a significant other, and you're both on the same page. There's a level of emotional satisfaction, but this is quite sort of, wow, it's sort of like not been on a roller coaster, but it's sort of like been on a really choppy sea. But you seem to be cruising through it really well. Let's have a look at the Tower. What is the Tower for Virgo, please? The Tower, speaking of sea, new foundations, Virgo, new insight, new clear sight. Six of Swords, moving to a calmer place. No two ways about it. It's psychological, emotional, it can be physical. Moving to a better, more conducive place. It's an evolutionary sort of jump. in a relationship as well. I do see it like that. Rock mineral crystal, just pull a Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy. You might find at the moment you've got a lot going on and a lot to balance. Just keeping a balance, but it's all good. It's like fresh air. What do we got? Rock mineral crystal, ametrine, spiritual guidance, angelic realms, clear stress, and truths revealed. So whatever's going on for you, Virgo, undressing of the salad, we see all the ingredients. In fact, and we can juggle those. We've got a lot going on. We've got a lot in the air. We've got a lot on the ground. But we're juggling it really well, Virgo. So that's really interesting, isn't it? I think. Great reading for you, Virgo. At this time of the full moon in Leo, enjoy it and take good care. Ka kite, bye.